crafters, it's Denise Simpson at Crafty Dendy, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in beautiful Southern California, and it's another beautiful day here. I hope it is as beautiful wherever you are when you're watching this. I have a card today. It's another Get Well card from the Back on Your Feet stamp set. This is on page 85 of the 2021-2022 annual catalog. And it's not new, but it's new to me. And I just think it's so cute. So we've done cards already with the turtle and with the giraffe. And today we're doing the sloth. And oh, don't you just feel so sorry for him? I think he's so cute. But it's quick, it's simple. So let's go ahead and get started. We have got a new color here. It's one of the new in colors from the 2021-2023 in colors. And this is Evening Evergreen, and I love it. I think it's so beautiful. So what I did was I took an 8.5 by 11. I cut it in half. So I have 5.5 by 8.5, scored it at 4 1/4, which is just folding it in half. And there's our card base. So on top of that, we've got another piece of Evening Evergreen, which is 4 by 5 1/4. So it's going to fit on here with just a little bit of space on each side. And I have embossed this with brick and mortar. Now, I don't know what brick and mortar has to do with the sloth, but I really like this background. And in case you're not familiar with the 3D embossing folders, let's just take a look at this. Now this you're gonna use with your Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and I'll link all that below, and you're probably getting a reflection from the light, but just want to show you that you just take your plain cardstock, put it in there, close it up, run it through the machine, and it magically comes out embossed like this. So let me show you again. This is the Stampin' Cut and Emboss embossing folder, brick and mortar 3D embossing folder. I think that's so cool. And it just adds just a little something extra here, doesn't it? I really like that. So let's set that aside. The next thing we're going to have is, this is another new color, and this is from the In Color DSP, the 2021 to 2023 In Color DSP. And if you're wondering about the In Colors, it's because besides the regular colors that Stampin' Up! Has, they bring in new colors every year, and then those colors stay for 2 years. I'm just learning all of this too. So, but this is from the In Color Designer Series paper, or we call it DSP, and it has different designs on each side. So I like these little stripes, but you know what? These are pretty cool too, but I'm gonna go with the stripes. So this piece is just 2.5 by 4. Now I gotta tell you with this, if you don't have this, don't worry. You can make this with something else, right? I'm a big fan of using what you have, okay? And then, I showed you our stamp set, right? Okay. So now, for this shape here, this is from the Hippo and Friends dies. Those are also in the annual catalog, and I just cut that out using the die cutting machine. And then I stamped, well, I got lots of bits and pieces in here, okay? Just stamped the sloth. And then I colored him with the Stampin' blend. So let me show you which Stampin' blends. Now, let me go back, use what you have. If you don't have the Hippo and Friends dies, well, first of all, I think you need them because they're really amazing and they have so many fun shapes. But, you know, or just cut a square or cut a circle. Right? But he's so cute. All right. So I colored him with, this is another one of the new colors. This is Soft Succulent. Okay, remember the blends come in pairs. So you get a dark and a light. And then for the brown, I used soft suede. They all come in pairs. Then to color the deer sloth, I used smoky slate. I just have one of them here. I don't know where I set the other one. This one was the dark, a dark and light smoky slate. And then this is another of the new ink colors, the Pale Papaya, and that's the same as the DSP that we used, all right? And I just used that. Oh, maybe am I still in the picture here? Use that on his little bandage. It's so cute. All right, so let's move that to the side. Now, remember, because this is dark, it's really hard to write in here. So I've got a piece of basic white, which actually is the same size as that one. So it's 4 by 5 1/4. And we'll put that on the inside. So, did I show you the sentiments on here? So I use this one. Sometimes that's all there is to say, and that I'm here for you. And on the front, we're going to put, where'd it go? Hope things get better soon. Now, to cut this out, I use the punch. So it seems like I used a lot of stuff today, right? But I'm telling you, please just use what you have. But there are some things that I use a lot. The Hippo and Friends dies, I use those a lot. You see a lot of my cards have that on them. But for the Hope Things Get Better Soon, we're going to go ahead and stamp that. And then we're going to use the double oval punch. I think that's what it's called. But anyway, I'll put it all below and you'll be able to tell what it is. Very cool because it punches out both shapes. All right, so we're going to have our background one in Evening Evergreen, and then we're going to do this in the basic white, but we're going to stamp it in Evening Evergreen. So let's go ahead and stamp Evening Evergreen, a new ink color, and we're just going to put it on here. Make sure, oh, I got a lot on there. Let's see how that comes out. Okay, well, this is a very juicy stamp pad, so we're gonna just let that dry a second. I'm gonna bring over my Simply Chamois, which used to be such a pretty color, and now it looks a mess, but it still does a great job. That's just water on there. It's like magic. All right, whoops, got something else on there. All right, I'm gonna let that dry. And let's go ahead and punch the background out of Evening Evergreen, and then we'll be all set to put everything together. Very simple. There's the background of that. And for this one, get it in there. Just center it on there. There we go. Oh, look, we have a white one we can use for something else. All right, I'll set that aside. And let's go ahead and stick this on using our Stampin' Seal. There we go. Hope things get better soon. I'm sure we all know somebody that would love to get this card, right? All right, well, let's just start putting this together. It's really very fast, very simple. When it's embossed, I really like to use the liquid adhesive. So I'm just going to put it on here, so then it can get in nooks and crannies. Put it on that. All right, see if I can put this on nice and straight. And there we go. All right, we're also going to put the Pale Papaya, I think, just flat on it. Now, which side? Decisions. Oh, let's go ahead and stick this on. That's no decision. Here we go. Center that as best I can without getting my head in the picture. All right, should we go with squares? Should we go with the, I really like the lines. So let's do this. I know, sometimes I just make several things the same, but I like it that way. Right. Just match that up there. Looking good so far, right? Now this one, it's gonna go about there. We're gonna put dimensionals. Let's just stick these all around. I love sticking these on. That one's Alright. Does anyone ever have to check them to make sure you got them all off? Alright, well let's see where we want to put this. That goes there and that goes there. I think that looks pretty good. What do you think? Alright, let's put dimensionals on this too. So, does anyone have this stamp set? Like I said, it's not new in this catalog, but it's new to me. So I'm kind of new to Stampin' Up. All right, there we go. Hope things get better soon. Sometimes that's all there is to say, and that I'm here for you. Do you know somebody that would really appreciate a card like this? I bet you do. I know I do. So I'll get those finished stamping and sent out. All right. All right. Well, my crafty friends, thank you so much for joining me today. Make sure you hit that like button if you liked this and the subscribe button, and we'll see you all next time. Bye.